right. Hopefully you can hear me. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Um, yeah. Let's see here. Um, so I got this reading for a question, not just this one, actually several of them. So this is the first of the list of ones I got. So thank you very much for posing your questions. Where I'm doing an horary reading. Okay, it's not going to be. Sorry about the camera. It's not that. Anyways, so anyways, think of it as like a veil of a mystery. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let me share the chart. First one I got was, when will my spiritual gifts flow? The question was more than that, but I mean it's part of horary. Horary reading requires very short, at least what fits in astro.com. But basically that's the gist of the question. I understood the question itself, that they're wondering about when will it start to be easier for them to use their gifts. Okay. So I'm gonna share the screen here as I do this. So according to this one, so the querent is represented by Aries here, which is technically Mars. Okay. So we see here that Mars is in the 11th house. Um, okay. But the question was spiritual gifts. So I'd have to double check what spiritual gifts are. I am still kind of practicing this one. Spiritual gifts are things that I would say abilities that we have within us. It's innate. Typically, I would say those are first house things. Okay. Uh, Let me double check though. In horary astrology, unlike regular, like modern astrology, because this is under traditional astrology, it's read much more simply. It's read differently, slightly differently. Questions concerning health, attitude, and appearance are shown here as well. Okay. Um, State of mind. Okay. But that's not it. Um, because it's still under, technically, it would be under kind of like a service. Okay. Type of illness, work, employees, servants, tenants, changes relating to employment, including job changes, questions, small animals, pets, money, represents the outcome of any question pertaining to the first house. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. I don't know if it's technically like a worry or anxiety questions, health, attitude, and appearance are shown here. I'll take a look at the first house after this one. I'm going to go further in this one. Affairs of the church and expressions of opinion, legal matters. Hmm. I should have clarified this a little bit more. I would say kind of maybe disappointments. I feel like maybe this is something the house of this person might feel like they're disappointed. Okay, so I would say the 12th is the first house here. So I'd look into, oh, I see here that the Uranus is retrograde. It says here that Uranus, there's anger, irritation. Okay. But you're represented by Mars. So in this case, you have two, uh, one, okay, let's see here. But, okay, let's try to look at this one second here. So Mars is you, the querent. Your question is about um, the, I would say it's a 12th house because this is more about, feels like it's an irritation because you have here Uranus retrograde. Um, Retrograde doesn't count in or astrology. Um, for those who know astrology. Look at Saturn first. Is there an aspect to Saturn? Yes, there is. Hold on, let me double check here. Mars is into Saturn or Saturn into Mars? Oh, it's a sextile. Yep. But okay, timing. But your question was when. So it's between. So it's between the Mars and Saturn here. So it is sextile. There's a connection here. So that means that it is. One is in the cardinal sign. No, one is in one is in a fixed sign, one is in a mutable sign. That means that it is um, but then if you're looking at if it's an angular cadent or succeedent house, but then does the timing count for separating as they said here, waning aspects. So in this case, you have Mars. There's a waning aspect here. So Mars has already gone past the degree that it's sextile to. Actually, rather, in this case, oh no, it's applying. It's an applying one. So it still works. Okay. So Mars, Saturn here is about, it's 4 degrees difference between that and Mars. That means that between 4 weeks, between 4 weeks to four, hold on, I want to get the right answer here. It's showing me that it's either 4 weeks to 4 years. That's a big, huge difference. But if it's 4 weeks, that's quite soon. I'd probably say that it's 4 months to 4 years. Now, if we were looking at the whole, like when spiritual gifts flow, and we're looking at it from Uranus' perspective, it could also mean that it is Uranus also is the modern ruler of Aquarius. So we look into the query, which is also hold on, Uranus and Mars, and then the cusp of the 12th house is ruled by Uranus. So we'll also look into Uranus right here, and we see that there's a sextile there, but it's in a fixed sign. So I did say years, but if it's anything at all, I'm seeing weeks here. So the fastest would be like probably weeks, because there's two parts here. It's either in 4 weeks or 4 months. To answer the actual question you have here, 4 weeks, 4 months, and also 4 to 4 years. Okay, so it could take as long as it can. But look, both Uranus and both Saturn are in the same degree, so that means it's just both are applying here, applying aspects here represent that it's the four. So, yeah, I would say between 4 weeks to 4 months. So I hope that answers the question. If you ever have any questions about this one pertaining to this particular question that you have, message me on the thing. Or for those who are seeing this who are going to answer this question, or if they have further questions about this particular one, if you have something else, if you have the same questions, it is said that you wait between 3 to 6 months again if you ask that question. That way, because it means that some things have most likely changed somehow. Things change all the time. So, anyways, I hope that helps. Thank you very much.